Swadikap, and it's now time for the midday edition of NBT World Brief on NBT and NBT World. I'm Surapan Lautaranarit. Large crowds gathered at Sanam Luang throughout the morning to pay their respects to the late Her Royal Highness Princess BAJRAKITIYABHA Narendra Thepayawadi Gromalung Rajasarini Siripat Mahawachara Rachthida as members of the public continue to arrive in tribute. Following the opening of the Royal Funeral Hall to the public, mourners from across Thailand continued to visit Sanam Luang before entering the Grand Palace to pay their final respects before the royal urn at the Pimanrataya Hall. Officials from the Bureau of the Royal Household, Royal Volunteer and other agencies were deployed throughout the palace grounds to assist visitors and ensure security, allowing the ceremonies to proceed smoothly and with dignity. The Bureau of the Royal Household has scheduled public paying of respects in 3 daily sessions from 8 to 10 a.m., 11:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and 8 to 9 p.m. Visitors must present their national ID card or passport for registration before entering the Grand Palace. Members of the public wishing to pay their respects are requested to wear appropriate mourning attire. Jeans and shorts are not permitted, and women are asked to wear skirts or traditional wrap skirts. The dress code is intended to maintain decorum and show the highest respect for the late Her Royal Highness. Unofficial results show CHADCHART has increased his vote tally by more than 100,000 compared with his landslide victory in 2022. He says the strong mandate reflects public confidence in his administration and his vision for Bangkok. Mr. CHADCHART declared victory and thanked voters for their support while pledging to serve all Bangkok residents, including those who did not vote for him. He said his administration will transform more than 260 campaign proposals into a strategic plan, beginning with a 100-day program focused on tackling the city's most difficult problems. Mr. CHADCHART said his long-term goal is to make Bangkok a more competitive global city. He also pledged merit-based appointments for deputy governors and advisors, while promising to combat corruption and work with all members of the Bangkok Metropolitan Council, regardless of political affiliation.
สิ่งที่แรกต้องทำคือต้องเอาแผนทั้งหมด260แผนเนี่ยมาทำเป็นแผนยุทธศาสตร์แล้วก็จัดลำดับความสำคัญแล้วก็ทำแผน100วันว่าต้องทำอะไรบ้างแต่ที่แน่ๆคือต้องทำสิ่งที่ยากก่อนเพราะสิ่งที่ยากเนี่ยมันต้องใช้เวลาในการดำเนินการนานต้องเอาสิ่งที่ยากเนี่ยมาไว้ตอนต้นก่อนทำเป็นแผนไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องกฎหมายเรื่องอะไรต่างๆสิ่งที่ประชาชนกังวลในช่วงเลือกตั้งไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องความโปร่งใสเรื่องทุจริตคอร์รัปชันต้องทำต่ออย่างเข้มข้นนะครับต้องไม่ให้ประชาชนผิดหวังอันนี้เราก็ยืนยันว่าจะเดินหน้าต่อเราเชื่อว่า4 ปีที่ผ่านมาเราไม่ได้เลยทำอย่างเข้มข้นก็ต้องทำตรงนี้ให้เข้มข้นต่อไปรวมทั้งโครงการต่างๆนั้นพวกนี้ก็คงนัดทีมงานแล้วว่าไอ้ที่เราเสนอนโยบายมาเนี่ยจะเปลี่ยนมาเป็น strategic plan ยังไงจะมี OKR KPI ยังไงในแต่ละหน่วยงานเพื่อสมมุติว่ากกต.รับรองวันแรกทุกคนมีเป้าหมายเลย
In the 2022 election, Mr. CHADCHART won 1.39 million votes, or 51.84% of ballots cast. During his first term, he introduced initiatives including the Traffic Fondue complaint platform, AI-connected CCTV systems, and expanded green spaces. For his second term, Mr. CHADCHART has proposed 261 policies, including expanding Traffic Fondue, increasing hospital capacity to 4,800 beds, and planting 2 million more trees across the capital. The Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister says there is no need to overreact to Cambodian Senate President Hun Sen's visit to China, stressing that Bangkok remains focused on protecting its national interests through diplomatic channels. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister SIHASAK said there is no reason for concern over Cambodian Senate President Hun Sen visiting China, urging the public not to be swayed by every report, particularly those originating from Cambodia. Commenting on reports that Cambodia plans to purchase ammunition from China, the Deputy Prime Minister says such cooperation was arranged previously and reflects China's existing interests in Cambodia rather than the current Thailand-Cambodia situation. He also confirmed that Thailand will continue participating in the compulsory conciliation process under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, regarding maritime boundary issues. The Deputy Prime Minister said Thailand will carefully assess any outcome based on facts and whether it serves the country's interests. If the proposed solution is fair and beneficial, Thailand could accept it. Otherwise, further negotiations would be needed. Meanwhile, China has invited Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul and Deputy Prime Minister SIHASAK Phongketkaew in his capacity as Foreign Minister to pay an official visit to China from July 16th to 20th, 2026. Foreign investment in Thailand continued to grow strongly during the first 5 months of the year, with total investment exceeding 150 billion baht. The United States remained the country's largest foreign investor, while the Eastern Economic Corridor continued to attract significant capital. Poonpong Nayanapakorn, Director General of the Department of Business Development, or DBD, said 528 foreign investors were granted permission to operate businesses in Thailand during the first 5 months of 2026, up 24% from a year earlier. Total investment reached 153.6 billion baht, an increase of 73%. The top 5 sources of foreign investment were the United States, China, Singapore, Japan, and Hong Kong. The Eastern Economic Corridor, or EEC area, remained a major investment destination, attracting 161 foreign investors, or 30% of the total. Investment in the EEC rose 25% year-on-year to nearly 60 billion baht, accounting for 39% of all foreign investment. Chinese investors led investment in the EEC, followed by Japan and Singapore, reflecting continued confidence in Thailand's economic potential and its targeted industrial development strategy. And that is all for the midday edition of NBT World Brief. You can stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. And for more stories, you can simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Have a good day. สวัสดีครับ